Figure, but he is also one of the best pound-for-pound mixed martial artists on the planet. From a very young age, Joe Rogan, Colby Covington knew he had that third lung, cardio for days, and on the strength of one of the most impressive offensive performances we have ever seen back in August, Colby Covington gets his first shot at an undisputed UFC championship tonight.
And he's taking some big, deep breaths, recognizing the enormity of the moment. He does have spectacular cardio, and he puts on a pace. You saw Robbie Lawler, who's one of the greatest welterweights of all time, wilt under that pace. You saw Rafael dos Anjos, former lightweight champion, wilt under that pace. His wrestling, his tenacity, his chin is very underrated. And he tricks you. He tricks you by wearing cheap suits and talking jazz and showing the triggered book from Donald Trump Jr. All this stuff that he does makes you think that he can't fight. Because a lot of guys who talk like that can't fight, but he can fight. Right. If he was just a quiet, calm guy, we would all be saying this guy's a real threat to Kamaru Usman.
I mean, Colby Covington went into Brazil on the last fight of his contract, and they had said they weren't going to resign him. And he cut that promo in the octagon, and it was off and running. But one thing Dan Lambert said this week about Colby Covington, he said outside of piss mom, every fighter and every fan in the world, the guy has no vices. He has no vices. Nothing that holds him back. All he does is live for his family and train in the gym, right? So, hey, you can be mad at him, but this isn't the guy that parties. This guy does nothing wrong but try to become a champion.
Look, and this act that he's put on has worked.
It makes you care.
Look at him. It's making him money, and it's giving him right now an opportunity to fight for the title, along with his skill and his accomplishments inside the octagon.
Well, Dan Lambert is famous for saying the most difficult thing in professional sports, to develop an MMA fighter essentially from scratch into a UFC champion. Tyron Woodley was the first to break through for American Top Team. Several others have followed, and tonight, American Top Team's Colby Covington will try to produce against a man who has been near perfection in the UFC thus far.